Thank you for joining us. This is Trinity Squad Gaming, and we're your hosts, Jess,
Dan,
and DJ. This is the final round of Swiss from Eudemonia Store Championship. And on the left, we have Daniel Lim flying 100 points with just girls just wanna have fun. Nora Wexley with expertise, Ray, R5P9, and Alliance Overhaul. Shara Bay with adaptability, tactician, R2D2, and Alliance Overhaul. And just Pava with R3A2, prime thrusters, and integrated astromech.
And on the right, we have BJ Ramos flying Miran-Dash at 100 points with Miranda Doney in the K-Wing at 48 points at PS8 with twin laser turrets, extra munitions, cluster mines, thermal detonators, advanced slam, and I assume Sabine Wren in there.
Yep.
And Dash Rendar in the YT 2400 at 52 points at PS7 with Lone Wolf, heavy laser cannon, Ray, and the Outrider title.
so I thought this meta was supposed to be like all scum or something. Like, what is this? We have two
Two
we
rebels.
have two arcs, a T70, a K-Wing, and a YT 2400.
It's actually refreshing not to see any jump masters.
Yeah. Well, we have the
Right
old
now.
school Jumpmaster, right?
Yeah,
we have the 2400, the Jumpmaster before it was cool.
Well, this is kind of a late round. Maybe they just knocked out all the scum.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I remember talking to you, and you were talking with Jordan and Hello Squadron and all that stuff, and then you guys were designing a list that specifically, I don't know if you say counters the Jump Masters, but at least have a good matchup.
Yeah.
And with Miranda and Dash, you know.
Yeah, so actually, speaking of Hello Squadron, BJ Ramos on the right is part of that Hello Squadron.
Hello Squadron, yes.
Yeah, and you can tell by his sweet paint jobs on both his 2400 and Miranda, the yellow and black Hello Squadron colors, which are
They're
similar
hella sweet.
Yeah.
hella sweet.
A little bit of that Golden State sun.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. But so we have BJ kind of skirting the outside, and then we have Daniel trying to just force his way right through the rocks, trying to cut on. What do you guys cut off? Cut off.
Yeah.
So,
My guess is Miranda stays on one side, Dash stays on the other side, try and go around them, turret them from the sides.
yeah.
And then what do you think? What do you think about the list in general? We've already seen Miranda Dash in the game before this, but what do you guys think about Daniel's list? He's got a lot of cool stuff going on there. Did anything jump out at you that's really sweet?
Well, I'm always a big fan of Nora. I mean, I'm not really a Rebel player, but I love Ballerina Nora. Granted, this isn't Ballerina Nora, but
This Nora has a build-it-yourself gonk droid.
yes.
The Ray R5P9 interaction is
Really sweet.
Super sweet.
And expertise. So you use the rays
Yeah.
just for defense.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're just taking that target lock, and it's 3 points less than the dancing Noras that we normally see, which I hope gets him all of these other things that he's got in his
Yeah.
list.
And what I really, really like about that is that it's a contingency plan against tacticians and stress lists.
Yep.
So it's like, just in case they have a stress and your expertise is a wasted 4 points,
You still got Ray.
You still got Ray.
Hate to interrupt you, but it looks like we got a pretty good approach from the Girls Just Want to Have Fun list. We've
Yeah.
got one, possibly two shots on Dash.
It's looking like just
Miranda's
Jess.
kind of out of the way.
Yep. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, obviously, BJ turned into this turn, right? So he's trying to get at least some shots on. I like this for his point of view. Like, it looks like he's only going to get one shot here because he doesn't have the shot on Shara.
Yeah. Which is perfect. Just one shot on one shot, and with Dash, he has the firepower to override Shara.
This turn, that seems good. Next turn, I'm really worried about, because all the Rebel ships can turn into Dash.
For sure.
Oh,
while
yeah.
Miranda still has to probably too hard to slam around, and still is out of the fight for another turn or two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, geez. So one blank, lone wolfs it, spends the focus, gets 4.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this is really
nice.
good. Maybe I'm going to eat my crow.
2 evades.
Yeah,
two
natural evades,
two
all
shields
right.
down. But that's the thing. He's putting the damage on Jess, so she has no regen. So that makes her easier to take down. But also, if he's able to take down Jess, then that's half of the stress control that Daniel's bringing to the table that he doesn't have to worry about anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have tried to fly Dash with the old, the just using its green maneuvers rather than like Kanan or with lone Basically, what I'm saying is the greens on the YT 2400 aren't really that good.
Very limiting. They're just the next wing's greens.
Yep.
Next turn, I expect something like a 1 slight.
Yeah,
Just trying to run away as much as possible.
Yeah. It all depends on what BJ thinks Daniel's gonna do, though, right? Like, if BJ thinks Daniel's gonna start committing all his ships to Dash, he can just like 2 straight, 3 straight, and just try to bump or something. Try to get some shots off of him.
If I were flying in Daniel's position, I'd probably compromise a little bit. Assume that he's doing a 1 slight or a 1 slight, and
Just to cover as
have,
many
have number 2, which is Shara, going up a little bit. Or we can already see Jess is going hard in, trying to block that 1 slight,
Yep.
and then have Nora come in and try and get Arc right away.
Yep. And the reason why she could boost there is because the Prime Thruster's
Yep.
really good, really useful. I mean, it's a 1-point system. If you don't have the second point for Pattern Analyzer, then Prime Thruster on a T-70 is not the worst thing.
Also, with R382, I'd say Prime Thrusters is probably better.
Oh yeah, you
than
can definitely open up
Pattern
your arc
Analyzer.
more. And
Yeah.
I see a lot of people trying the BB-8 Poe, but with Prime Thrusters, and that also looks pretty good.
Yeah. So
and then people found Nora.
So we got Dash. He's coming in. He gets on the debris because of his ability, and then barrel rolls off.
Dash don't care.
Yep.
He can just adjust himself so he's not on that rock, so he can still shoot.
Yeah.
So remember, with the Outrider title, you can shoot the HLC in any direction, but you can't use your primary weapon.
Yep.
So if you get within range 1 of Dash, he actually can't shoot you.
The donut.
So he's barrel rolled out, and now Jess can probably get shot.
Yeah, and then with the limited movements that the arcs provide, none of them could get into range 1.
That being so I don't think they can get into range 1, but that means that they can still put a lot of pressure on the Dash here.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
The 3 slight, it's not green, but it's also white. Like, that's totally fine. If he can, I guess he's only doing the 1 here, but if he committed and just went 3 slight to try to, thread the needle between those 2 debris, he could be putting a lot of hurt on Dash this turn.
Yeah.
But then I think the ones I like that because it plays around him barrel rolling
the other
in.
way. Yeah. Either barrel rolling in or turning the other way.
Yep. So now he gets a target lock with Nora, so she can use her ability.
And he also has Shara's target lock, so that's he has the ability to use both Nora's ability on offense and defense if he wanted.
Though he doesn't have the focus token, I believe they might be able to ray it. I'm not sure.
He can definitely get the ray in.
Yeah.
Because it's been 2 turns?
2 or 3 turns, so yeah, he definitely has a couple stockpiled. At minimum 2 or 3 stockpiled.
Okay. Cool. And now Miranda, as you can see, is kind of out of position. Doesn't seem like she'll be able to get a shot this turn.
Would you just slam just to get closer to the battle?
It's iffy.
Like another.
Yeah.
It's iffy. If you slam in, then that means Dash doesn't get lone wolf.
That's true. That is true.
And a lot of the power with this Dash is from the lone wolf.
Yeah.
I used to hate it on it, but after flying it for a while now, that is just... It makes Dash so much better than Push the Limit, believe it or not. Like, Lone Wolf is good.
Interesting. I've not flown it. I probably should take it out for a spin.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. It's really effective. I mean, a lot of the times for me, it's like, oh, I got hit, blank, and I'm like, oh, re-roll one of the blanks into a blank. But, it's still like, when it hits, it's really good. It's worth its weight in gold, for sure.
And for all the stuff that so he's slamming across the top over here.
Oh, okay. So he could go around that rock next turn.
Yeah, and
go around the rock. Hopefully, stay out of 2. Like I think DJ was about to say. So
so he stays out of 2, and Dash can probably go pretty far forward next turn, and then he gets to split. Yep. He's basically switch sides with the 2 ships and split the shop splits again.
And then that means Miranda can kind of cut through the middle of everything, possibly bomb some stuff, get in there, do some damage.
Well, that's why I kind of think people are moving towards Arc 170s, T-70s out of Rebels, because Miranda's bombs and other people doing bombs to attack Fen in the meta mean that higher health ships are doing better at the moment.
Very, very much so. And then, the only issue with that is that when people bring Dash to the table, I know for me personally, when I'm playing the Dash Randa, I like seeing arcs across the table because I get Dash out on the outside just raining in through 4 hits every turn, and things just die. Things just go away in a hurry.
Yeah, it melts one agility dice ships.
And 0 too.
Yeah.
They can very much, like, if you face a ghost or decimator, you're gonna put a lot of hurt on it before it can kill.
So the next time you see Jostle your store championship, attack him with a HLC, please.
more so just Miranda though.
Yeah. I mean, we had a I don't know. We had a pretty.
We had a good game.
Really good game.
So they measured for Lone Wolf, and it looked like it might have been in. But it doesn't matter if he gets into focus.
So now he has to think, because he barrel rolled, so he only has the 1 focus this turn.
Yep.
But I think I just always spend it. I just always spend it.
This is on Nora right now?
I believe it's
this
on
is on
Shara.
Shara. Yeah.
So I also like that because if he's able to put enough hurt onto Shara and kill Shara before Nora, it kind of like Like that's the more consistent regen ship.
Yeah.
Like if you it's just you always get the regen, whereas Nora has to not die that turn in order to get the regen.
Yeah.
So it's also if you stress Nora, I don't know. It's just I think it's the better ship to go for in the beginning.
Well, on the other hand, if say he shot at Nora right now and Nora did not spend her focus token, you could just regen at the end of turn.
It's
versus
true.
having to wait until the next turn.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's
interesting.
A little bit
dynamic,
here, a little bit
actually,
there, yeah.
where your first target is, because Jess gets weaker when every other ship you kill, and you get Rebel regen on 2 of the other ships. So this is kind of a classic double regen plus Jess list, I would say.
Yep. Double regen plus double stress. Like
Yeah.
Shara has tactician.
Yeah.
That's also very good. And here it is. Yep, tactician.
Might be a crazy callback for some people, but this reminds me a lot of Paul Heber World's list with Miranda, Poe, and a Y stress bot.
Yes.
Stress bot.
And a Z.
And the Z.
You can fit all that in the one list.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
because this is before when people realized that bombs were good.
Well, it was before they needed bombs.
That's
it was
true,
before
that is
things
true.
like Fen, who just laugh in the face of range 1 attacks.
Yeah.
Actually, he's like, yes, please shoot me at range 1. Please. Yes, thank you.
Psst, shoot him at range 2.
Yep. Spoiler alert. He doesn't like it at range 2. Even with thrusters, he doesn't really like it at range 2 all that much.
No.
Yep, Jess coming in, trying to just put some more pressure on Dash. I like that.
Follow Dash, though. Realistically, I think Dash is probably going 3 slight left, possibly. You know, just crisscross.
Well, he's stressed, so probably a 2 straight might be fine.
Dash
or,
is stressed?
Yeah, he got tactician by Shara.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, 1 slight. Yeah, so then...
And also, Jess is pointing towards Miranda, so if Miranda comes in and tries to help out Dash, well, say hello to Jess.
Yeah, Jess is putting pressure. But from this point, it looks like Dash is a really good position just to mess with Jess, for sure. Like, just mess her up.
Interesting. Barrel rolling in, not out.
Try to do a bump.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
If you think that 2 is
bump
going
both of them.
bump them both, then
that's 2 less ships to worry about getting fired. And also, hopefully you get range 2, but I think that's still range 1 of Jess. But, you know, it could be.
It looks pretty far. It looks pretty far, but we'll have to see when they get to combat.
Hashtag blame the fisheye.
Yep.
Though there's a very real possibility that 2 either...
Oh, nice. Daniel saw the bump.
Well, he didn't...
Or
maybe
No, I think that's just a good maneuver.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The
if you're going
2
far, it's a great maneuver. If you're going close, it's a great maneuver.
If Dash is running towards the top of the map, 2 hard covers it.
Yeah.
If Dash is coming in, you might just do this.
Yeah.
And then worst case scenario, if Dash does a straight, you just bump into him, and then Nora gets to light him up.
Yep.
So, and it looks like I actually don't know who won the initiative this one. I don't know who gave it.
It is
So it's 100 on 100. So it was definitely a dice roll. Nora and Shara.
Well, Shara
don't
and Nora
have
are both at
repositioning.
7, so clearly Daniel has initiative.
Yeah.
No.
No.
BJ
has
the
initiative.
initiative.
But we don't know if Daniel gave him the initiative or if he took initiative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. We don't know that.
So I'm just interested to see. I'm interested to know what happened.
Well,
Like,
if you were Daniel, would you give or take initiative?
that's the tough question, right? Like, I don't have any repositioning, so then it becomes. So this is just BJ thinking here. He's thinking if he wants to slam or not.
If that was Daniel, I would have given BJ the initiative because he has the reposition. He has the ability to go into range 2. If you just read BJ correctly, then you get into range 1 just like now, and Dash has 0 shots.
Yeah. Well, Dash may have a shot, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
And Miranda's going to be shooting at Jess, which I like. She's going to take a stress for it, but 2 straight, 2 hard seems pretty good next round. Or 1 slight even looks okay.
How's the greens on
2 straight, 1 slight, 1 straight. So like an X-wing.
Okay. On
on
YT
both of them
or on Miranda?
On both of them actually.
Yes, but you should clarify.
Yeah.
All right, HLC, 2 hits, 2 crits.
So this is a TLT.
TLT.
This is the TLT on Jess, just to guarantee a damage through.
Okay.
So this means if Dash threatens 4 hits and Jess blanks out, she's dead.
Yeah,
even with integrated. And then another one's in, so now it's even easier. As long as BJ thinks that Dash is in range 2, then it could be a dead Jess this turn.
And that corner of Dash looks like it's off the debris, so it's not going to get
And it is range 2 for sure.
Sweet. Very nice. Very nice.
Dice. He's got the focus. He only has to survive against
Focus
Shara.
and Lone Wolf.
Or just focus.
Add
okay.
focus.
Yeah, just guarantee it. It's literally guaranteed at that point. Or no, if he rolls perfect, he takes one, integrated the second, and still survives.
He has to roll perfect, and
Yeah.
doesn't have rerolls, and doesn't
Yep.
have a focus.
Yep.
All
Because
right.
he's stressed, he's just too hard.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh,
so close.
1. So he would take one, integrate the second, and still take the second one. So he's
Yeah.
he's dead there.
Jess is out.
Yeah.
Oh man, so that means Miranda's safe this turn.
Mhm.
So now Dash just has to survive against Chara, who's the less offensive of the two.
Yes.
Which
Still 4 dice with a
3.
target lock. Oh,
Chara's in front.
Chara's in front of the bat.
Yeah.
And number 1 is Nora with the ball.
What does Chara do? She didn't go for the region, or Daniel didn't go for the region with Chara?
No, he two-hearted to get shots.
Okay.
Being in Donut is so much better than just regening one.
Fair enough. Yes.
Yep, because you're taking 4 less than you would.
Yeah.
It's like regenning 3 shields, almost. Almost. And then also taking the 2 shields off a Dash. Just
Yes.
you're gone now. Bye.
All right. And now Dash got to go fast.
Mm-hmm. And even if he lands on that rock, he can just barrel off. But I think he's good there. Yeah, it doesn't even touch it.
sweet.
Nice.
Mm.
So they can focus, bank the second one with Ray,
Yeah.
get us or take the second with Ray.
Yeah.
That's another really strong thing about this list is the Ray focus. It's like having Kyle Katarn, but 1 less point, and you also get free rerolls. Like,
I'm really glad that Ray's being used.
Ray's being used a lot.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, my strategy with Ray has always been go as fast as possible for them. Don't let
Yeah.
them bank up those focuses.
Oh yeah.
That
You,
is-
you see a Ray on the ship, you gotta go.
Yep.
Yeah. Take
But then-
your 5 straight boosts with your ships.
Mm-hmm. Then as the Ray player, you kind of have to learn how to fight against that, and
Right.
Yeah.
it's really unnerving the first time it happens, but then you start understanding like there's more layers to it than just oh god, I only have 1 focus. Like sometimes that's all you need on Ray.
Could he go for the double attack? Oh wait, no.
No, these aren't SF.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of the special ops.
Yes, DJ, we don't make it up. He is really that bad.
I just don't.
I don't know.
Play
I just see a bunch
rules.
of target locks on Dash, and
It's gonna be probably a little bit of hurt for Dash this turn.
Yeah.
I agree. It's
but even
two
so,
arcs on-
if you, let's say that he trades Chara for the rest of Dash,
Mhm.
I don't think Nora can take on Miranda. Not with
No.
being out pilot skill.
especially
Being-
with those points, they're both gonna regen 1 a turn.
So the question is then, how much health does Chara need to take on, in addition
To
to,
help
say, a
take
full
on
Nora
Miranda.
to help take out Miranda?
So, she does have the debris this turn, so at least she has an extra evade dice.
Mhm.
A double regen's hard for Miranda to
is.
take
Oh
on.
yeah.
It's very hard, but if BJ can use Dash, because he has the initiative, so he's gonna be able to rain some hell down before anything else happens. So, so depending on this turn, it really is going to probably decide how hard or easy it is for either player.
Yeah.
If Dash dies this turn and Chara even takes 4,
And it's much harder for BJ for sure.
Yeah.
But that being said, if they trade him out, if Shara trades for Dash, then it's actually a pretty even game. You have to get into you have to basically get into range with Nora, and just threaten 4
we got
hits every
2
turn.
dice. This is TLT from Miranda.
Yep, and
It's
then
on Nora.
spends the focus on Shara.
Oh, this is Shara?
Yeah, Shara's number 2.
Yep.
Then spends the focus for 2. It was a regen, so 2 evades.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right.
And then Dash. So Shara's definitely surviving this turn.
Yeah.
But-
And now where do the shots
Just
go?
checking
Where's
for-
the debris?
Yep, definitely debris.
Yep.
But it's Nora's arc is a little awkward. She may not even have a shot here because of Dash tilting towards the bottom of the map.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's 4 hits.
4
Hey,
hits. one
That's 3
evade.
hits.
Shield's
Ooh.
gone.
Shield.
Down to
2 damage,
down
down
to
to 3.
Onto Shara.
Oh, Shara. I'm switching to the 2 numbers. I'm sorry, you guys.
You can't keep
Yeah,
your
yeah.
base straight, can
Yeah.
you?
No,
Can't
no.
keep the base straight. Womp womp.
Yep.
For some
Wah,
reason.
wah.
And now they're checking that arc that Dan mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like I saw the future or something.
All right, Mr. Editor.
Just this one time.
Only this one time, he says.
This week. Yep, so it looks like Nora has no shots, but Dash does get a stress from range 2 back arc from Shara.
Mm-hmm.
Lone Wolf. And he has the
Hey.
focus.
Wow.
Yeah, Lone Wolf.
Okay,
Dang.
trading. No
Lone
hit.
Wolf is money this game so far for BJ. Man, I think it's hit like every time that
The
he's
Lone
rolled
Wolf?
it. He's rolled it from a blank to paint.
I'm just really impressed that they trading 3 damage on Shara for nothing on
For
Dash.
little
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's But Shara will likely be up to 1 shield, so because it's just, R2-D2.
I mean, yes, TLT cannot kill Shara next turn.
No. Nope.
Yep.
But depending on where Shara goes, if BJ really has Daniel on, if he has Daniel on lock, maybe like a 2 hard slam shenanigans might be able to get Shara on Bond. But no, the safer 1 slight, get him away as far as possible.
Interesting with Shara over there doing that 1 slight.
Yep. Well, it just regens.
Yeah.
But then I would go the other direction just so you wouldn't get hit by Dash.
Split your locations, and also possibly even be range 1 of Miranda's TLT.
Yeah.
Yep. Beginning of combat, they do the Ray things. Daniel's thinking if he wants to do it with Nora, but Nora already has a focus. Probably he's deciding to not take the Ray focus. I think it's free no matter what.
The Ray focus?
I mean, you're technically less efficient, but you've already banked 6 focus at this point.
Oh, yeah, true.
What's one more focus, right?
You could be allowed to waste the focus in there.
Yeah.
Especially at this point. Well,
yeah. And I mean, I think
it's also a shield off of R5P9.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
A shield every, but it'll take time.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's a shield every turn, but if you save up 6 of those extra shield tokens, then you take a focus, you have a target lock sitting around from something, you get your extra Ray focus, and you're just using it as a gawk. So, I don't think it's that free, necessarily.
It's just 1 shield. What's 1 shield in a game of X-Men?
The way this is
every
looking...
Rebel player ever.
I mean, the way this game is looking, Nora seems like she's going to have to carry a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But that being said, Nora has the range 1 primary, so she can get that 5 dice here. And she has expertise. And she's got 2 target locks.
Yeah.
So it's a good chance for 5 hits here.
Ooh.
Well, here's 4.
That's Lone Wolf. Or no, this is TLT.
This is...
TLT spending the shield onto Shara.
Oof.
Oh, that's a really aggressive Miranda.
Yeah, I like that. I've been doing that a lot more too. It feels actually really good.
Especially when you're this far ahead.
Or is it just rolling a bunch of dice, Dan?
It feels it's rolling a bunch of dice.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people won't take that into consideration when they make their planning. They're like, oh, okay, they're going to regen a shield here, blah, blah, blah. Yep. And they take a shield off and like, what?
Yeah.
No, because it's good to try to guarantee the hit.
Well, all that guaranteed hits, basically Shara.
Yep, but she does get simultaneous because the 7.
Yep.
Which is
adaptability, paying its weight in spades, right?
So this is Nora first. So he can spend Shara's target lock because she's dead anyways.
Yeah.
To add a focus. Or no, to reroll the 2. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're not going to.
It doesn't matter the order, really.
Yeah. And then you're going to spend the lock to add the focus. Spend the focus to 34.
Or expertise.
Or sorry, no spending it, just expertise. Yep. There it is.
4 hits.
All this work to get this 1 shot. Oh.
Focus blank.
And
paint again. And the 2 takes 2. Aye.
Okay. And now it's Nora versus the world.
Well, Shara gets to take a pot shot on Miranda. Gets the stressor out.
What was it, 2 dice?
Yeah, 2 dice to a rock, but gets
against
the stress.
2 greens.
But Miranda also has no tokens. And
Yep.
So the simultaneous fire, not really all that important this turn.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is
simultaneous fire, more like simultaneous hot air. Am I right?
Womp womp. Caused by fire. No. So
man, this is gonna be hard.
I mean, Dash is going probably up the board.
Yeah. Dash 3 hearts. Yeah. That being said, Dash is in a place where Nora can just kill him this turn.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. 2 hard, target lock, get the focus from Ray. And then, you might take a shield or 2 from Miranda.
I'm kind of surprised that he actually is doing it like this. And not just trying to bump out Nora as much as possible.
Well, he's just trying to guarantee some damage, right?
Versus coming with Miranda. And
2 hard right here.
And bumping Nora every turn. She'll be pulling focuses off of Ray. Great for Ray. But, see here, if you just 1 hard barrel roll, that completely blocks all those moves and move up the board.
Yeah, but then that also means that Nora gets the focus from R5P9, Miranda TLTs twice, possibly gets shot by Nora from the back arc, and then is regenning 1, so she's only really taking 1 a turn anyways.
So both sides are regenning, but you're draining focuses off of Ray. Which is long-term good for you.
That being said, BJ is, from this position, at least gets to rain 4 dice on Nora, and possibly breaks the regen, right?
That is true.
Might be able to put enough damage through to break enough of the regen to actually be able to kill Miranda. Or sorry, to kill Nora with
Nora.
Miranda.
Well, the great thing about bumping would be, okay, so regens the shield off of Miranda, getting 1 hit, and I guess sitting here...
And spends the focus. So if he rolls 2 paint, he can make Nora spend the focus, which is about the same as an R5.
Yeah, exactly.
But she'll just take the shield.
Yep.
1 hit.
1.
2 defense dice.
1 evade.
1 evade.
All right,
See,
now
that's range
dash.
2. Range 2.
Range 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Not
two.
range 1. Range 2. Ooh.
Lone wolf.
Lone
Nice.
wolf!
3
Mine's
hits,
never
focus
that
for
good.
4. Jeez.
4.
You should borrow the CS
And
dice.
blank. Yeesh, down
to 4 health.
Yeah. Well,
So,
Nora,
yeah.
Nora needs to kill Dash right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's very easily. I mean, it's very possible, right?
It's possible,
you
but
get,
it's
you
so
get the
hard.
4 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
two
so
hits
spends
and
the
hit.
focus, spends the target lock, gets a focus, expertise, 2 hits, 2 crits.
Very nice.
That looks like a pretty good roll, or
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good attack here. Yeah, at
It's
least
average.
he's rolling 1 too many dice there.
Yeah.
So
So
he's
the
going
ruling is you have to reroll.
reroll both.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and they're just talking about that right now. Lone Wolf.
1 evade, lone wolf.
And
Blank.
Still
So hit crit. Dash is dead.
dead Dash.
But you trade 4 health effectively because once Daniel regens with Nora, then it's basically 4 health for Dash off the board.
I still probably would have gone for the bumping, trying to split their shots between my regen ship and just have Dash deny actions for a while until I could possibly break away based on angles, or just, put some extra damage on with TLT while regenning. Because Nora's just such a TLT sucker.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's only got 1 evade dice and no repositioning.
Ooh.
K turn spicy. Especially with
Nice.
expertise.
But she has
Although,
Ray.
Right.
The thing that's scary though, if BJ just goes down the board, then
Runs.
Daniel follows with Nora, then you gotta worry about bombs.
Yeah.
BJ hasn't used a single bomb this turn, and that's scary.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
so
especially
scary.
Only at 5 health.
Right, but the thing is if BJ turns down the bottom of the board, then that means Nora just gets free regen every turn.
Yeah.
I don't think BJ can afford to not... out of range.
No shots.
Well, you
and
got your arguments on both sides because Miranda also has 10 points over her. So if bombs don't get it, time will.
Right, but at this
game
point
is not long.
there's about 30 more minutes in
Okay,
this round.
fair enough.
There's
Yeah.
enough time to actually try to play, but it would be a long, boring game if you just ran forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too straight. Miranda
Too hard away.
Hard.
Yeah.
Guess trying to get Nora to follow.
Or you could slam behind them. Stupid back arc.
Yeah, but the back arc. Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
this and the SFs are the ones that are
Yeah.
that kind of make this.
Yeah, I love back arcs. man.
Possibly explains why the SF seem to be coming back as well in our meta.
Yeah. Yeah. Now only if Scum's back arc fire spray could get into the meta. Slowly.
Hey,
seeing it
at Worlds,
seeing
it was one of the more popular lists at World, but you got to be really practiced with that list to fly without any repositioning.
Yeah, you need at least expert handling or
Engine.
engine.
Yep. All right, so now he's thinking if he wants to slam, he can do a 2 slight slam. He can stay where he's at.
Because Nora doesn't have a. Oh wait,
Ray.
she probably has Ray.
Yeah, she's got a
She had
pile
bunch of
array.
Yeah.
So that means Nora will be at full shields again, and Miranda's gonna be.
But Miranda could just regen a shield and then be back at full shields also, and here we are again.
Well, Miranda has to shoot to regen the shield. So,
Well,
but I mean, yeah.
Welcome to Rebel Regen.
Yeah. I mean, BJ's the one is going to be the one that dictates where the fight's going to be because high PS and the slam.
Yep.
And because turret versus double arc. Yeah.
Are we jamming? Are we jamming?
Going to Space Jam.
Maybe he's also trying to figure out if he's going to get by that debris with the slight.
I think you're so far away, and Nora has no more repositioning. Even if you land on the debris, a 1 slight slam, 1 slight is totally fine from here.
It's just an engine upgrade that point.
Yeah.
Yep. Clearly out. Takes a
Gets his-
focus.
yeah.
And then just
Clearly out.
Regens.
FFC 9.
Very nice.
Yeah. They measured beforehand. It's a store championship.
So
people.
so at this point right now, BJ is just free to just roam around the map and just let Daniel just come to him.
Either
Because
chase, try to just get the best positioning for Miranda to come in and
exactly.
Or just not even fight. Just come it. Just every so often, be on the side. Get a range 3 pot shot.
fight.
So and then hopefully run out the Ray maybe.
Yeah.
Now that he has a target lock, he probably won't be even needing Ray. He'll just be taking focus and charging instead.
Especially if he doesn't need to spend. He just charges up at this point.
Yeah.
Because he's got the full shields.
But if Miranda is still sitting focuses, maybe just wait for a range 3. He probably was willing to trade a range 3 shot for a range 3 TLT.
Mm-hmm.
At least I would. I don't know about y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Nora range 3 is still 4 dice. No.
It is 4 dice.
Yeah, it is 4
4
dice, yeah.
But assuming that they spend the target lock and don't get any blanks.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the Shara rerolls anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta roll. You have to threaten 3 and then spend the target lock to add a focus.
Yeah.
So it's not guaranteed.
Yeah. And even then, Miranda can just always regen it back.
Yep.
Looks like
Thinking about his ring, but I don't think he's looking at his shield count, and I think he's just gonna hold on to
bank it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because even if they're in range and he takes 2 TLTs, he can just still regen. I think here now they're talking about who has to be the aggressor, and it definitely has to be Daniel.
Yeah.
Being down points is just always going to force you to be an aggressor.
Yeah. But then, do you think the Ark's movement can keep up with the K-Wing?
If BJ actually wanted to run, no.
Exactly.
But I think that people have a little bit more honor than that in our meta.
Yeah.
Like the yes.
Unless it gets to a point, right? Like if it's like 5-10 minutes left, it's like if even during Swiss rounds, like I can win if I just run for 2 rounds. I'm running.
Yeah.
There's no, but for me, if it's like, oh god, we have 30 minutes left, I can't run that long.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna fight because eventually they're gonna get into an angle where they're gonna have a shot at you.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, that's what happened at Fresno Regionals for me in the mirror match. I was able to get ahead in the match, and then I asked the judge how much time. He's like 30 minutes. I was like, I can't run that long. There's no way.
Also, the dynamics of X-Wing are set up in such a way that running is kind of hard. If you're running along the outside, it takes basically a ship like Miranda to actually be fast enough to run around someone on the outside. Otherwise, they can corner you in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Even from this position, Nora can fairly easily, like, you know...
Yeah, if Nora's just, like, doing exactly this, two-harding in a circle in the middle of all the rocks, trying to get a lead on Miranda, and then eventually box her off.
That being said, there are some spicy things that Miranda could do.
Yeah, Slam's kind of really ridiculous in this situation.
Yep. Because, I mean, you know, you can easily you could have easily two-hearted here, two-hard towards Nora, focus, get the TLT in. Nora then has to decide if she's coming in towards Miranda or turning towards the top of the map. And if you predict correctly with BJ, you can just bomb her and put a bunch of damage on her. So.
Yep. Though odds are probably expected value takes out the shields, which is good, but not permanent damage.
Yeah. But then
now it goes over the debris.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
because you have a target lock and ready for the focus.
Yeah. Because if he overcommits and does this 3 slide, thinking Miranda's going to be there, if BJ clocks into too hard, he could too hard U-turn and bye Nora.
Ooh. Takes the crit, but it's only a shield.
Yeah, but still, that's the damage. Like, he's already spent his focus at this point to regen that health.
Yep.
So, but I think it's okay.
Yeah,
and
there's the 2 hard just in case for if he wanted to U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
So in this situation, he's stuck to the fight.
But
this isn't the worst thing.
Yeah. So he doesn't slam. He probably just focuses. What I would do here.
Yeah.
I think he's eyeballing it to see what he could do with the slam.
To see if he could slam bomb.
I don't think he can slam out.
There's no slam out here.
Yeah.
Well, like with the slam, could you get like a little bit of one side of the cluster bomb missiles, and then that way Charlotte has to go over.
He's facing the bottom left-hand corner. Mm-hmm. He's facing down and to the left. So if you can't, there's no way you can cluster at all.
Okay.
Here, because you move too far up the map if you too hard towards the top.
Now,
no, too hard going down.
Pretty easy bomb. On the other hand.
Yes, theoretically, if they don't bump.
Yeah.
But so I see what you're saying. If they two charge the bottom of the map, no, it's not that wide.
Okay.
Next turn he might hit it, but I don't like planning around the next turn with bombs. It's makes them so much easier to be played around as well. Like,
do you know how wide the cluster mines are? It's like 1 out and then probably 1 across or so, or is it more like 2 across?
I actually haven't measured it. I probably should measure it.
It's a little bit bigger than
all right. TLT regens
right?
1 hit and 1 evade.
Mm-hmm.
Second shot.
Right, full of health Miranda.
Yep. 3 dice, 1 hit. A little bit below average, but.
I mean, against 1 agility die.
Yeah, this is what TLT is meant to hit. It's 1 agility ships, and sometimes 2 agility.
Like Fat Hans or Decimators. That's when they came out to counter that.
Yep.
Counter that meta.
And it turns out Arc 170 just still got countered a little bit.
Yeah, but
regen helps.
They're much more offensive, I think, than like Like, being able to threaten 5 with just a plain old Nora, like...
Yeah.
Some Noras, you know, if you've seen the videos online doing the 9 dice, like, shenanigans, that's a little absurd. But just, like, 5 dice every turn, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
So, ends up getting 2 paint, spends a target lock for a third, and focuses up for 2 hits and a crit.
Nice.
And
3 shields on
down.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if there was more time in this round, this would actually be... This could be very, like, very close. But I don't know if there's actually... Probably like 2 or 3 more rounds of combat at this point. It's getting close. Getting close to the end of the
If there was
game.
an infinite amount of time in the round, I'm not sure.
I think
if
Nora
either ship
takes
would,
it.
I don't know if either ship could really finish a game. I think it actually would be a tie.
I think actually that Nora, if any ship between these two would win, it would be Nora.
Sure.
Unless Miranda gets into these positions where she's able to do range 1 primaries outside of arcs of the T7.
Yeah,
or
sure.
the arc 7.
If either ship could win, I'm saying it actually winds up being a more tic-tac-toe situation where the dynamic between the two ships is such that optimally played, it should be a draw.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Well,
Which is points to BJ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, if you have infinite amount of time, I'll give it to Miranda just because of slam alone, and that's just it.
Well, no,
I don't
then
think
that just becomes a... Well, yes.
Well,
Based on
infinite
points,
amount
yes,
of time.
yes.
No, not even based on points. If they have infinite amount of time to finish the game,
Slam... Okay.
because with slam, TLT, with bombs and everything, I think Miranda has the upper edge.
The only issue with that is that Slam doesn't actually win you the
All right.
game.
No,
Exercise at home. You get a full health Nora with this build with like 6 Ray Focuses tokens on it. Give someone else a Miranda with all these upgrades, and see if you can finish a game given like a full afternoon and a nice cup of tea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or 10. So here BJ wants to do the thermal because he wants to just use it because he's got it.
Yep.
And Daniel is nice enough to let him backtrack and do it because I mean he has them there, right? Like
yeah.
And if anything, 2 harding away, you get like really no information from that.
Yeah.
Like if you should bomb or not. Like
Yeah.
this was a bomb turn no matter what.
Yeah.
Just because it's getting late. This is probably the last time they're going to be even close to each other for a while.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
only upside is that you hit. It may not even hit.
Yeah. Now the question is, do you slam and try and get completely out of range 3 now?
I don't think so. Yeah, you're being threatened with 3 dice, but I think you want to just, if the bomb hits, that's shields down for Nora.
Yeah.
Then you can TLT her down to 2. That feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
And then out the back, it's just 2 dice, but then the crit's gonna go through, but you still have 1 shield.
Yeah. If you don't,
2 shields probably for regen.
2 shields for you regen. Yes.
Yeah.
So if all else equal, like, it's actually I don't know. There's arguments for both sides, right? Like,
Yeah. I mean, in this case, I would stay in fight with. Well, I don't know how much time is left, but I would stay in fight with Miranda. But it is BJ's game.
And
this
time in the round. So
slam.
that's the answer.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's at this point neither of them can guarantee the win.
No.
Because Miranda regen. So yeah, it was in range. So that also means that what's it called? That thing, expertise, is off this turn because of the stress.
That's great.
Yeah.
But Ray focus was for
2
2.
focuses, yeah.
Yep. Regen's a shield.
1 hit
And then-
1 evade. Second shot.
Yep.
1 hit.
So-
Now here's the other question that I've been
Do
asking
you-
every Miranda player. Do you regen on the first shot or the second shot?
It makes no difference.
I think you regen on the second shot because you don't know if your first shot goes through and it gets you more information.
Okay, but if you're gonna regen, you're gonna regen, right? Like that's my argument.
But maybe you need to decide if you get 1 hit through, you're gonna you regen. You don't regen. You spend your shield.
Okay,
and you go,
sure.
I think I only
In the argument of providing lethal to a ship,
Yeah.
then regen second for sure.
Yeah.
But
if they have like 2 hull left,
Yeah.
then yes.
If it's like this situation, it's like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Either one.
And 62-52, BJ takes it.
Yep.
Great game.
All right. Great job, BJ.
Yeah, I think that if given a better approach by Daniel, I mean the approach was pretty solid, but BJ was able to fly around it. He was able to bump when it was good for dash, to get out when it was good for dash, and Daniel was really able to get his whole synergy off for like 1 turn.
Yeah, he never got. I don't think he ever got all 3 shots on the same ship.
Yeah.
He never got all 3 shots on the same ship, but the whole synergy I think about his list is Shara and Nora flying as wing ladies, providing support for each other. Shara making Nora way more offensive, and then both of them have regen, and Jess just sort of like is annoying.
Yeah.
But BJ was able to just completely make that plan and throw it out the window. Says, okay, I see what you're doing here. I'm just going to do my game. I'm going to separate my ships, make you commit to one. They're both super hard to catch.
Yeah.
Even without like push the limit engine on Dash.
I mean, with Daniel, you think his target on Dash, primary target on Dash in the beginning, it was the correct thing to do, or should he have just gone for Miranda? And because of the synergy and all that stuff, he could start melting Miranda. Because at least with Dash, any damage onto Dash is permanent. But then you need several arcs, several fires for Miranda to really nullify her regen.
I think that both Dash and Miranda are very strong ships against this list.
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
This list is so low in agility dice, TLT is amazing.
Yeah.
And Dash is throwing a lot of damage. Once again, low agility dice, no evades. Also very good for putting down damage.
Yeah, and the Dash on check will just demolish your entire list if you just ignore him.
So coming from the Dash Miranda side of it, Daniel Lim's, what I think would work best for him is if he was able to actually trade just Jess for Dash. Like, he has the offense to do that. Very easily can just erase Dash with 2 arcs and a T70 over, 2 turns. And from that position, 2 arcs versus Miranda, Miranda's going to have a hard game. I don't care who you are.
So do you think that one turn when Shara was... Right before Shara died, she went 1 slide and then was inside Dash's range 3. Do you think if Daniel did exactly what DJ said, do 1 slide towards the right towards Miranda, get out of arc of Dash and into range 1 of Miranda, do you think he would have a better chance and kept Shara alive?
I think it was even before that.
Yeah.
I think that Jess taking such an aggressive forward stance.
That 3 hard right through the debris.
Yeah, the 3 hard through the debris followed by the 2 hard, that puts her in range of both shots.
Yeah.
I think Daniel needed to keep Jess in the formation with the arcs flying side by side. She just provides the stress control and gets free rerolls from her friends.
Yeah.
Like, yes, bumping Dash would be good, but also he has to preemptively barrel roll where he doesn't know where you're going to be.
Yeah.
Like, I think if he just slow boated with Jess and kept all 3 dice attacks on 1 target, it'd be a much better chance for Daniel to win that game.
Thank you so much to BJ and Daniel for an amazing game.
Thank you, Eudemonia, for hosting the Store Championship.
Thank you all for tuning in and watching our video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on our video. Check out our Patreon page, our Facebook page, our Twitter, all that good stuff, as well as links to the list are all down in the description below. And don't forget,
Fly loose!